Hi, this is Joanne Davies, Spiritualist Medium and Psychic, and it's a pleasure to be back with you today on my channel for mediumship and psychic development. And in today's video, I would like to talk to you a little about animal communication. So, do our pets communicate with us from the spirit world? Some doubt that this is a possibility. And throughout the time that I've been teaching students of mediumship, I've been surprised time and time again by the attitude of some well-developed students who've been developing for quite some time and yet still don't believe that communication with animals in the spirit world is a possibility. And I'm surprised because I would think that if you've been a developing medium or psychic for a period of time, that you must begin to realise that not everything in this world is as it seems. And surely you must have some awareness of consciousness and some awareness of the science that seems to be out there, which suggests that nothing is truly physical and that everything is energy. I'm also surprised in general by students when they don't think animal communication is possible, because for any of us who have met an animal, we know that animals communicate with us here in the physical life without necessarily speaking to us, much the same as a mother or father can understand what their baby wants to communicate before it can speak. A dog or cat owner or pet owner can often understand and intuit what an animal wishes to express or what an animal needs. And we also see personalities within animals that we know in our lives. So why do we find it so difficult then to accept that when these animals pass to the spirit world, that they may be able to communicate with us here on earth? Because those animals are souls just the same as we are souls. And so during their earthly experience, their soul has manifested an animal body, and we have manifested a human being's body whilst we've had this experience. But ultimately, a soul is a soul. And so I believe firmly that when those souls pass from the physical realm, when they cast off their physical body and they are released into that spirit world of energy, then surely they are still a soul who is no longer constrained by the physical constraints of this reality. So those souls must be able to impress thoughts, emotions, needs, etc. on us mediums just the same as human communicators can do. So we think so physically while we're on earth, and we sometimes have to think about the fact that there are certain humans here on the earth who are not great communicators in terms of their verbal communication. And so, you know, if you have a relative who's not great in terms of their verbal communication, you still have an understanding or a knowing of that person's thoughts or needs or what makes them tick, their personality, through spending time with them and observing their behaviours. And it's exactly the same with animals. So the consciousness of an animal may not be quite as highly evolved as the consciousness of a human being while here on the earth. And so when they go to the spirit realm, that animal may only be able to express information or impress information upon the medium that would be information that would be within the confines of that animal's experience while they were here on the earth. So it may not be in such great depth as a human mediumship communication, but there will still be aspects. The animal will be often able to provide its species, its breed, its name. It may be able to provide to the medium its wants and its dislikes. Its wants and its needs and its likes and its dislikes while it was here on the earth. It will certainly be able to impress its personality, its colour, its behaviours and habits, its passing condition, its favourite snacks, its favourite toys, and it may also be able to talk about children or humans that the animal loved while it was here upon the earth plane. And the question people ask me time and time again was, how can the animal impress all of that on you if it can't talk? And my answer is always exactly the same. It always comes back to you as a medium having to pause and consider the ways in which spirits communicate with us here on earth. They communicate with us through our 5 physical senses and our 6th sense. And these are the senses that we call the mediumship or psychic faculties. And if you're interested in learning more about those, I do have videos on clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, etc., where I go into more depth about these senses. But for the purpose of this video, we have to consider that not all communication from the spirit world will be verbal. So they won't necessarily tell you something clairaudiently. They won't necessarily show you something clairvoyantly. They may do it in other ways, claircognizantly, through thoughts, experiences. They may do it, how else? Let's think, clairsentiently, through feelings. And there are all these different ways that the spirit humans can communicate with us. So therefore, spirit animals can use these same faculties. So for example, then, a dog who passes to the spirit world can tell you what its name was clairaudiently or claircognizantly. So you may hear the name or you may have a thought of the name. And that can sometimes be a traditional pet name, or it can even be a human name. There have been times where I've said to people, I've got Bob here, and they laugh and go, Bob was the dog, you know, and you might think it's a human. How else might the animal spirits impress things on us? Well, they may give us the smell or taste of a food that they enjoyed. They may give us a clairvoyant vision of a red ball or something that they enjoy chewing or biting or playing with. They may give us a thought of a cat or a dog that we've had in our own life, or a rabbit. Clairsentiently, they may give us a feeling, a thought of the feeling of their fur or their hair or their shape or their size. And they may impress memories on us as well of the things that they used to do, snuggling up in bed beside their owner, and a whole host of other things. You can think of so many examples. I have a friend who has recently just bought a camper van, and so have I, but I don't have a dog. And I can imagine that her dog, when it dies, may be able to bring forward memories of going in the camper van with her and her partner and having happy holidays on the beach, etc. So animals can do all of the things that humans can do. So, is animal communication possible? Absolutely. Is it necessary? Absolutely. So if you are not an animal lover, please do not discount communication from animals, because for some humans, their animal family are more important to them than their human family. So we have to consider that when someone comes for a reading, and handle the information sensitively, because this person may be devastated and grieving for their beloved pets. And as a medium, it is not up to you to decide whether or not human communication is more important than animal communication. So to recap, you have to stop thinking so physically and understand that everything on this earth that we experience, every animate object, every animate thing is a soul contained within a body here on earth. And those souls pass to the spirit world the same as human souls. And we have to stop thinking that everything will be a picture or a conversation, and remember that the spirits use all of our psychic and mediumship faculties to impress that information upon us. So be aware of the feelings, the thoughts, the emotions, the memories, the smells, the tastes, the sounds, the pictures, and marry it all up together with the feelings. And you may then just be able to do some justice to a person who's grieving for their cat, their dog, their rabbit, their horse, their cow, their pig. Who knows what it might be. It's not for us to judge. It's for us to do the job that people need us to do, which is to bring comfort and love to those who are grieving. So if you like this video, please like, please subscribe if you'd like to see future content from my channel, and please share with any friends who you think might benefit from this type of development video. Thanks for tuning in, stay safe, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.